Yo, what is up, people? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined by the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian, and the man who could not defeat me for the
Stop
Roundtable Pros
bullying me.
Podcast Prediction
Hey,
Championship. Your boy, Sunday Center. Welcome to Friday Night Fights.
It
ladies
is
and
my month. You are not allowed to bully me during my month. But it's okay. You know what? I have my gay pride shirt ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Pride here in Ohio.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have Pride up in Cleveland. I have my gay pride shirt for tomorrow right there.
Wow. Wow. You know what that deserves? That deserves a you asshole.
I'm gonna walk around Pride in that shirt and be like, check out his OnlyFans.
What?
Here's his phone number if you want a link. You're gonna be getting a bunch of calls tomorrow, like, "Hey, is this Bad Blood?
Do you want your cornbread?" Oh man, baby girl killer in the house. What up, girl?
Killer.
The only thing worse than wrestling is hating.
I don't think I'm engaged anymore.
Whoa. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. What in the damn hell?
What'd you do?
What happened?
What'd you do? Why you gotta say what'd you do, Julian? Wow.
Julian, that deserves a
Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone take that bun away from him. Mod!
Mod ain't here.
The
That
mod
bun
ain't
away
here.
from him. He's just gonna be playing buttons all night.
Oh shit. Yeah, I am. Thanks for
ooh,
following us, Alan.
Thank you,
Alan
Alan J.
J.
Smith. Are
Smith.
we related?
Alan J. Smith.
I just thought that was like somebody you knew. I was like, Julian.
He may be one of your distant relatives in the UK.
Could be.
I don't want to be in the relationship anymore. He won't go to wrestling shows.
That's a good reason.
Damn good reason.
Oh, well, he fucking sucks.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
I guess he lost that loser leaves town match, huh?
Yeah. There won't be no more balls counting wear matches for him.
Not at all.
Oh my God. Cock in a cell match.
What? Damn.
Dick.
Prison?
Dick don't have a
Ooh-wee.
curfew.
Dick don't have a curfew.
Which is a t-shirt now available on Brainbuster Tees.
The reason
Speaking
why
of
it
that,
doesn't have a curfew because it's supposed to be up all night.
speaking of that, if you want to go shop brainbustertees.com, man, you go right there, the Roundtable Pros and Podcast Store. Just go ahead and scan that sexy ass QR code. Go look at some of the cool shit we got there. We got some
hats.
watch your mouth. Oh, someone already scanned it.
Wow, that was
Scan
good.
it.
Yo, scan that QR code, girl. Get that shit in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Haters,
Just
scan that
my
QR
face.
code. Did you just
Just-
scan your piece?
I said scan my face right there.
Wow.
Because the QR code blocks me. The best looking guy on this podcast, and they're going to cover me up by a QR code. Unbelievable.
Yes, they are.
That's because I'm too hot for TV.
Damn.
Like those
That's
old
right.
Jerry
You are too
Springer
hot for TV,
episodes.
Center.
That's what she
Like
said.
those old Jerry Springer episodes. What a night.
I've never not ringside at wrestling shows. True statement. Always at ringside because, girl, you know how to get down.
Oh, WWE should never have a draft again.
Yeah, so I started taking my son to wrestling shows early, and we always got like front row seats. And we were at a Raw in Anaheim, and we were like in the second row. And he looked back and he's like, "Dad, why would people decide to watch it from back there?" I was like, "You rich motherfucker, shut up."
You kind of sort of start dating your car.
Like before you broke out the engagement or after?
I got
Like,
to know.
What we going on? What we got
Ooh,
going
Let's
on?
get this tea going before the show starts. I
And
want to
by
know.
co-worker, do we mean like someone who sets up the ring or someone who's working in the ring?
I just gotta know.
I remember one of the first indie shows I ever went to. It was the Italian Stallion was running it.
What?
The guy that used to take the Hardy Boys money. He was running it. There was 3 people there, including me, my dad, and my grandpa. So we were the only ones there.
Sounds like a BCW show.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was bad. The main event had a guy named Even Colder, who was a Stone Cold lookalike.
I'm sorry, what? Even colder?
Even Colder, Mike Austin. which I'm not going to say anything bad about him because the guy passed away. He actually was a really cool guy. He was a local guy.
Okay,
He was
stop.
cool kid.
Even
Say that the bad.
colder.
You know
Even
what?
colder.
Hey,
I'm
you
done.
know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for
admit,
joining us.
I gotta admit, as far as gimmick theft goes, that's pretty damn good.
Hey,
I really can't hate on him for it.
Even
Hey, even
Julian,
colder,
even
Mike
colder.
Austin.
Even colder.
Hey, you know what? Many years later,
Yeah.
though, he did get arrested for
Being cold.
tricking a Walmart into thinking he was a real Stone Cold and selling autographs.
Okay, well, hold on. Why did he go to jail? The Walmart should have been dumb as they should
Correct.
be. They dumb as fuck.
Whoever let him sit up the booth, that's when he's to get
Hey,
fired.
this guy legit looks like Stone Cold. Like he looked dead on to Steve Austin.
He was like, "What?
Well, no,
Selling
no,
shit at
no.
Walmart? What?"
Nope.
He did not say what. He said who?
He said,
Who?
where?
Hey,
Because
you
he
know,
was
as a
even
matter of
colder. He was
fact-
like, "Where? How?"
no, his
Why?
thing was actually he would say who. So the New Day actually stole his gimmick that he stole from Steve
Oh
Austin.
my god!
The circle is complete.
Fucking gimmick infringement all day, every day.
All day, every day. And then we also had the Nature Boy Rick Lieb. We were just a hotbed of
Yo,
originality.
Rick Lee's my boy. I love Rick Lee. What are you talking about? Yeah, he started that group The Way. The wrestlers against yard tards.
I almost just blocked you right there.
Damn.
We'll talk off air.
Yeah, we we do have the private chat.
Oh yeah.
Him and his wife Melissa go to the Cauliflower Rally all the time.
Yeah, they do. And it's funny that he started a group that would be totally against what he actually is. Have you ever seen the man work?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he may have been trained in Mexico. Maybe I have him wrong. Maybe he was trained in Mexico.
Why does he work the left or the right?
Yeah.
I work both sides.
He don't know his left from his right.
I work both sides though.
Look, we'll talk.
I learned how to wrestle at the dojo in Japan.
We'll talk. Dildo.
Hey,
God damn it.
hey, Senator, we need you to come down here to LA. There's a title on the streets of LA that's being defended 24/7, 365.
The Compton Mania Championship.
It is
No, I'm sorry.
It is a Compton Boulevard Championship.
The Compton Boulevard title, yeah.
You know what? I need you to come down here with your Black History Month trivia winning card. And you need to challenge for the Compton Boulevard Championship.
What's homeboy's name?
I'm gonna
something boy. Is it like not poor boy? Damn.
I did not do my research today. I didn't.
You sent me the video, and his name was like something boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay my card right on the street and be like, I'm here.
We definitely got to. I got to go check out some more indie shows, if you will.
Me and Julian can do the twin magic.
That will be interesting.
No one will ever know the difference.
I'm gonna turn off all the lights in the room and have pink lights
Oh,
going,
shit.
baby.
He's about to masturbate.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. That's only Thursdays and Fridays. Oh, wait, today's Friday. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Shane
Shane is not here because Shane is off and about doing gay things.
Shane is off and about.
He missed about his penis.
So you're asking, you're saying, Senator, you said, not Senator, Hater, you said that the Julian tank top only goes in 2XL.
Does it?
Hell yeah.
Julian said, I don't want fat people wearing my shit.
Wow.
Make
Wow.
it 2X.
Wow. Make it 5X.
She was like, fucking fat people. Those are his words alone.
It does only go to 2X. Wow, Julian, fat shaming people?
Damn, son of a
Yo, that's Pro Wrestling Tees. I mean, that's a Brainbuster Tees, eh, Julian?
Well, damn, we get a new partnership and automatic you're gonna throw him under the bus.
His name is Sad Boy.
Sad boy.
Sad
I knew it was
boy.
some weird shit.
Yeah.
So
Sad boy.
the tank top only
I've got to
goes.
get on the I've got to get on the Compton Mania Instagram so I can find out where they're doing some live shows.
Or I can just text the booker of Compton Mania.
Who's the booker?
Or you can text the booker.
Get us booked.
Yeah. I've been talking to him for a while, Sean Black.
I'm gonna start just making fucking. I'm just gonna start being fucking bad bloods.
Okay,
Ed
Compton
Leslie.
Mania 2-year anniversary show, October 10th,
Yep.
at Don Quixote Restaurant on Olympic. Oh fuck, I know where this is.
Wait. Is that the place we went to that motherfucking tacos that night?
No, this one is in L.A.
Oh, okay.
This is the Don Quixote on Olympic.
Well, wait, is that Olympic in not Vermont? I want to say Normandy.
I'm gonna start being bad blood. It's Ed Leslie. I'm just gonna start
Well,
showing up where.
be carrying my bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up wherever he goes. I'm like, hey, I'm booked, right, brother?
Am I booked, brother?
I could be your Jimmy Hart.
Yo, that's pretty cool.
Ooh,
You got that Bluetooth speaker chair. Have you
and-
resubscribed to the Roundtable Pros and Podcast?
And your
Because, see,
massages.
This is
No, dude.
shit.
It's on it's the one off Olympic and Soto.
Oh, that's right by Whittier. That's going right into Whittier to East LA.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're no, it's in Boyle Heights.
Boyle Heights, same thing.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
depends on how much your taxes are.
Did you ever? Yeah, right. Did you ever go to the All Nations Center out there?
Man, yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
First and so, yeah, I wrestled there one time. This is when Conan still wore the mask.
Wow.
Yeah, Conan. He was Conan El Barbaro.
El Barbaro.
What is one of the weirdest places you ever been on a show in? Weirdest venue.
This is a cool story. Myself, Joey Chaos, and Supreme, with Supreme's wife, and a small Sage Supreme as a baby. We went to do a wrestling show in Tecate, Mexico. And as we're driving up the hill in this one fucking lane, dirt road hill, going to this show, these fucking police, the Mexican police had, like the sandbag fucking barricade.
Yeah.
They had a border crossing, like kind of like, right? They had big ass military fucking like tank guns, but like mounted in the fucking ground. And they made us pay them $250.
Pesos or American dollars?
Oh, it was pesos, but it ended up being like $250.
It could have been like that movie Where the Millers, where he was like, "You either gotta blow me or pay me $1,000." Like, we don't have 1,000. He's like, "Oh wait, 1,000 pesos?" I was like, "Oh, we can pay that. That's like $12.
Yeah.
Right. So the weirdest venue, and I actually was running this show, so I picked it myself. The weirdest venue, I ran a show in a hibachi restaurant.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's almost as weird as wrestling for a company in Bremerton, Washington. We wrestled at a Mexican restaurant, and we had to dress in the back we had to dress behind the butcher thing.
The butcher and the blade?
And it was like they literally had like a pig's head and like a pig's body and shit inside the glass, like the fucking glass case, and we were dressing right there. Yeah, it was weird.
Look, I'll tell you what.
Oh, okay. Who fucking booked that show? How do you?
It was actually called World Underground Wrestling.
I like booking shows and
were the patrons dining while you were wrestling? Like, were they surrounding the ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I like running shows in obscure
I've been wrestling
venues.
some weird shit. I wrestled on an aircraft carrier in Guam, like on the flight deck. It was weird.
I ran shows in bowling and like
you and Yokozuna got something in common.
Yoko was on that show.
besides the weight.
Yoko was on the show. It was the USO tour. I'm sorry, Armed Forces Network tour.
I've ran bowling alleys. I've ran skating rinks. I've ran hibachi restaurants.
I wrestled in a porn theater.
See, I haven't done that one yet. That's my next one. I'm going to try to set up a show at the bathhouse.
Yeah, they had this place. Oh, there's a place in Portland. It's called the something theater. God, I can't think of the name of it. When I'll drive past it tonight when I go get my daughter, because it's down the street, down the hill where I got to go. It was my very first weekend here in Portland. My ex-wife and her friends asked me and my brother to go out with them, right? So we're like, yeah, we'll go. Yeah, fuck it, we'll go. So we go to this place. and it's like a movie theater, like a legit movie theater, right? We go in there, and this guy's like standing there, and he's like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" We're like, "We're good, man. What's up?" He's like, "Man, from LA, man. You from LA?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, man, I'm from LA too, man." Blah blah blah. So we start talking. He's like, "Yeah, man, the Lakers, man, blah blah blah." Right? And as he's talking to me, he's getting closer and closer to me, and it's a dark theater. So I'm like, "Yeah, blah blah blah." Not the Roseland. It's the one that's on Burnside. It's by the bridge. It's by the Voodoo Donuts. Anyway, so
That's right. You got a Voodoo Donuts out there.
this is where Voodoo Donuts is from.
Yeah.
It's where DOA. It's where DOA ran that one show. Anyway, so long story short, the guy's talking to me. It's dark. The guy's talking, and then I'm like, "What the fuck?" This dude was jacking off. As he was talking to me, and I grabbed him by his throat and shoved him up against the wall. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And security was like, "Oh, we're so sorry, man. We're so sorry. Sometimes people get outside of the rooms." And I'm like, "Rooms?
What rooms?"
Right? So I open these curtains, and oh my god, it's a fucking movie theater. They're literally playing porn on this big ass movie screen, and they have a gynecology table. They had like beds and shit. I'm like, "What the fuck kind of shit is this?" It was a swingers club.
Hey, little does bad blood know.
It was a what?
It was a swingers club.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was an asylum. All right, that's no problem.
Hey.
It was like an asylum. Motherfuckers just get, bro. It was some weird shit. I'll just put you that way.
Little does bad blood know, him choking the guys what helped him get off.
Wow.
Yeah, it probably did.
Wow.
Sitter's like, and look, man, I don't appreciate the way you choked me that night.
Sitter's like, you don't remember my face?
Right. Like, you could have at least trimmed your nails before you did it.
He's like, you don't remember my face? I'm like,
well, I was wearing my L Stoner mask when it happened.
oh, so you were like,
I mean, that is the sound it makes when I finish.
Anyway, let's get into this fucking Friday night fights here. Let's get into let's get into WWE SmackDown.
Because we watch SmackDown, so you don't have to.
We have
so the night kicks off with they're talking about the lineage of the they're talking about Roman Reigns' 1,000 days, the whole thing. In 40 years, no one's been champion for 1,000 days, longer than Punk, longer than Daniel Bryan.
I like how they kept putting Punk and Daniel Bryan and Moxley.
And it was a really good video montage or package.
Yes.
Just talking about how long he's been champion, who he's been longer champion than, showing him stack up Bryan Daniels and Edge, showing him beating people. If nothing else, WWE does video packages better than anybody in any form of entertainment, better than ESPN, better than NFL.
I think I even mentioned
these guys are top notch and shit.
I was like, yeah, it's a great video package, man. That shit was lit.
Yeah. So they're doing that, and out comes Austin Theory to the ring. And Austin Theory's talking about, hey, pretty soon, the way things are going, I would be champ for 1,000 days, maybe 2,000, 3,000, maybe 4,000. So he calls out Pretty Deadly, and they run down the fight night, the Brawling Brutes, talk about how Pretty Deadly helped him out last week. And, of course, out comes Sheamus and the Brawling Brutes, and we end up in a 6-man tag match. And wouldn't you know it, your winners by pinfall. Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly.
Now, there was a story going around that Pretty Deadly was going to come and be partners with Seth Rollins. But I really like Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly.
Yeah. I don't think Seth Rollins needs to be saddled with call up wrestlers.
And what's beautiful about the fact that their Pretty Deadly gimmick is so over the top, they don't take away from Austin Theory. Like all three of them are some fuckboys.
Yeah.
And they're just 3 fuckboys. And it works. It works.
So I will tell you the one thing that I noticed today, which I never really paid attention to. When Pretty Deadly was in the ring with Austin Theory, I was like, these are tall motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like they found two big dudes who like actually kind of look alike. I mean, like I was looking at their faces, and I'm like, and Sinner, this is not all white people look alike thing. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Wait,
I'm looking
the
at
fact
like,
that he said
man,
it's
they
not
actually
a
kinda
all
played a little bit. So they really found two guys to really run this gimmick properly.
trans fuck boys.
But you know what? There's something about Austin Theory. He hasn't quite hit his stride yet, but there's something about his presentation and just his whole gimmick that I really like. And I hope they let him run this gimmick through before pulling the plug on him, because I can see how people he hasn't gotten go away heat yet, but he could get there.
So one thing I noticed that irked me tonight, in this matchup, was Pretty Deadly Blonde when he was getting pinned by someone. Right.
Blonde and brunette.
When he was getting pinned by someone, he was like he put his head out the mat and looked over to make sure Austin Theory was there in time to make the save, and it just made it like that's kind of one of those nitpicky things that they should have been taught in development. Like, don't do that shit. Like that's kind of still there where they're a little green thing, but it just kind of irked me.
Yep.
So hopefully someone else in the back. I know Michael Hayes, if he saw that, he was flipping shit in the back. So hopefully that's something they kind of work on them with. Because they are still kind of relatively new. They're only in NXT for a little while.
But they were in NXT UK for a while too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
well, UK don't count. That ain't real wrestling.
NXT UK didn't count because on the spending budget it was like I think $60, $80.
Right. They didn't have Julie in there, so they didn't even have
they had Julie
in
there.
You are correct.
Selling out.
I'm telling you, man.
Right.
Hey, if NXT UK was still around, we'd be doing NXT UK live watch alongs.
Wow.
They
had good shows. They had good matches.
Brings us back to a question: has WWE divested itself from any UK brand? Like, there's no NXT UK, right?
No.
They had the closeout show, but there's, all that shit's done with.
Well, they were supposed to rebrand NXT UK to NXT Europe.
Okay.
But
I don't even think
now it's not going to happen because the MMA thing going. Endeavor's like, nope.
I don't even think they're working with the one UK company they was working with.
Progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, Progress.
Yeah, Progress is doing its own thing, I think.
Because Progress is on
Network.
No, they're on Fight now.
Really?
Yeah, they took all that stuff off the WWE Network.
Oh wow.
So, I'm sorry, the Peacock.
The cock.
So, like I said earlier, somebody posted on Facebook, HBO Max is now Max. Peacock, your turn. So I was like, no, Peacock, your move. So was it going to be P or was it going to be cock? See, just like when I defend the Roundtable, the Wicked Crazy Pinfall Championship against Shane, Shane loses. Shane can no longer say Shibata's penis.
Yes.
You said yes.
It's like the Cody Rhodes thing. Shane done booked himself into a corner.
Julian's
if there's any way I can fix this match, I for sure would.
Julian's like,
the fix is in.
You fixed Double or Nothing, so you should be able
to
fix it. Well, I did no such thing.
Just don't show up again.
In fact, I was taking care of some family issues, and I came back and I reviewed the show, and I appropriately scored each one of your score sheets.
Look.
Even though you liars tried to fucking troll me and say, oh, look, it's Jungle Boy. He's the new champ. Jungle Boy's the new champ. And I was like, oh.
I can never lie to Julian. I can't lie to him. I just knew he was going to figure it out.
Well, then he said he saw
way too big of a lie.
Then he said he saw a link with the picture with Jungle Boy holding the title.
Oh my God, that was too much.
Ultimate clickbait. Hey, so after the Pretty Deadly match, video package reviewing the Usos turning on Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman backstage, all the usual good stuff. A little review of Seth Rollins beating AJ Styles at Night of Champions. And then we had a banger. This was your Where is Drew? Where is our big money match of the night match? It was a banger. It was a classic. It was a clash of cultures. This was a Greco-Roman greatness at its best. It was the OC Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows with AJ Styles and Mia Yim versus Hit Row.
Hit no.
Spit Row.
No surprises here. The OC wins. Top Dollar's mad at the end of the match because Ashanti the Adonis got pinned, and Top Dollar goes in and he starts kicking Big Luke Gallows and Anderson in the face, but he ends up eating a phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles. So hopefully we're not going to see a feud between the OC and Hit Row. Hope not.
Please no.
Yeah. So next we had the Grayson Waller effect.
Voila.
So for those of you who don't know, the Grayson Waller effect is a talk show segment. Kind of like Chris Jericho's The List. That's still one of my favorites. You just made the list.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grayson Waller comes out and his special guest is Asuka. And Asuka comes out doing her gimmick.
I love how the camera fucked up because when she was sitting at the table and she started doing her little thing, she bent down and put the capsule in her mouth.
Yeah.
Like you could see her doing like in her mouth. And then Waller said something, she turned and her teeth had all the pink and purple and shit. I was like, please spit the mist in his face. Please spit the mist in his face.
You know what my problem is? Asuka can speak English just fine.
Very, very fine.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be WWE if she did. You're talking about the same company that has Samba Simba, for God's sakes.
I mean, I just think they remember I choppy your PP.
Have they ever had one Japanese guy that talked English?
No.
Yes.
Who?
Yes.
Who? You tell me who.
Indeed.
Who?
Oh, God, the voiceovers.
Oh, God damn it.
The voiceovers. Evil.
Indeed.
Look,
In Shofunaki.
Yokozuna wasn't even really Japanese. They didn't even let him talk
Shut
English.
your mouth.
Man, he sure did look Japanese.
You mean Razor Ramon wasn't Puerto Rican?
I wouldn't go that far. Wait, are you trying to say that Diesel wasn't a Mack truck?
Wow, you mean to tell me Razor Ramon was not from Cuba?
Wow, that's crazy.
Honorable.
Wait, you mean Duke Drosy doesn't work for the city?
I mean, they
Oh,
had
waste
Dusty
management?
Rose. They had Dusty Rose as a plumber.
Next,
So
you're gonna,
if my pipe broke and I call somebody from the Rhodes family, I'll be asked out.
They're gonna be like, only person they're gonna be like, well, Brandy's gonna be like, well, Cody lay pipe. That's it.
oh God. Look, next you're gonna tell me that Kerwin White isn't actually white.
Get out of here with that.
You know what? I'm done with you guys today.
He was blonde. He was
Yeah, he was blonde. He had to be
Yeah.
white. He was blonde.
Yeah, he was blonde.
Wonder whatever happened to that caddy of his.
Man,
Probably never amounted to anything.
nothing.
So anyway, Asuka comes out and she's speaking Japanese and she's talking about being the Raw Women's Champion. And of course, she's talking in Japanese because she's a heel. And you really can't really understand a lot of what she says unless you speak Japanese, which I don't. So I'm not going to pretend to understand what she said.
Hey.
But out comes Io Sky. And Io Sky's speaking Japanese too, and she's running her down.
God.
She was saying things like this from what I picked up from my professional opinion. She was like, yeah, bitch, I speak Japanese too. And I'm coming down the ring to let you know that I'm going to take that Raw Championship from you. And if you really want to show what kind of titties you got, you're going to stand up to me and you're going to give me a title shot.
Yo, I remember her, Io Sky and Asuka were arguing one time, and someone Google translated it.
Yeah.
She was arguing, they were arguing back and forth, and then Io was just like, bitch.
Hey, but you know,
in English, she was like just going off in Chinese, and she was like, "Da, da, 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 da."
Japanese.
Wow. My bad.
Jeez, way to be
My
racist.
bad.
Come on, man.
Way to be racist.
Pat myself on the wrist for
You
that.
know, Japanese, speaking Japanese is contagious. because Demolition caught it from Mr. Fuji.
Oh, when they were saying Fuji-san?
Because they
Master Fuji-san?
They adopted the worst. Oh my god!
Hey,
Even as a kid, I was like, "What the hell?"
it's not Smash's
Janglish.
fault.
It was Janglish.
It's not Smash's
Man.
fault. The guy was Russian, for God's sakes.
I mean, he was crushing Khrushchevs for a while.
Right. He was Russian, for God's sakes. It's
From
not his
being Russian
fault.
But
to
then-
American to Japanese.
But you know what happened though, right? After he was crushing those Khrushchevs and he was destroying shit, then he started stealing shit. He was
Yeah,
like
he started
repossessing shit.
repo and
Yeah,
shit.
Repo Man. Yep.
Then he became a golfer when he retired. Well, no, he became a
And I
truck
heard he was
driver.
really good at it. They called him Mr. Hole in One.
He became a truck driver first.
Mm.
Then he became a golfer.
He was trucking other. Never mind.
Box of gimmicks.
Box
Box
of
gimmicks.
gimmicks.
So after Io Sky comes out, guess what? We have a Money in the Bank ladder match coming up. So out comes Shotzi. Out comes
Okay. Can I just interject real quick
what's
before
her
I get
name?
off camera?
All American Lacey Evans. There you go. Lacey
No,
Evans.
no. Cobra Commander ass Lacey Evans. She straight came out and was like, "All you nasties, you're gonna have to deal with me." Blah blah blah. When I put the Cobra clutch, I was like, "What the fuck, Sergeant Slaughter?"
Well, what was she gonna do? Put him in the camel clutch?
Why not?
The camel toe clutch?
The camel toe clutch.
You deserve that one. You fucking deserve that one. If you guys in the chat think Julian deserved that one, give me 300 bits in the chat.
Hey,
300 bits in the
I
chat.
got caught in the camel.
Give
slide
me a
step this
hell
morning. I
yeah.
was fine.
Man. But you know what? You're not talking about the best match of the night so far, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so then out comes Zelina. Oh, well, she was running down Zelina Vega.
Mhm.
And so Zelina Vega comes out and she's like, bitch. I mean, that's not what she said, but that's
Everyone's
my
saying
closed-
bitch
my
tonight.
closed caption said, bitch.
Pretty much. She was like,
Too
you
short
and
was out there talking about, I said, bitch.
the best part of her promo though is she was like, even with your piss stained boots on,
Yeah.
that made me laugh. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But Asuka is headed to the back. She's like, no one's ready for Asuka. And out comes Bianca Belair and attacks her. Okay, here's the problem. Which championship does Asuka hold?
She holds the Raw Women's Championship,
Why
Julian.
the fuck is she on SmackDown?
Oh
I
my
don't
God!
know.
Someone take that damn button away from him.
This was just like, I saw them when they showed it to the crew walking out with the carpet and setting up. I was like, oh, what we got here? And so they're talking about, oh, tonight Raw was champion Asuka. What? Why? This is SmackDown. What? We just had a brand split like 2 weeks ago. What's going on? Why are you doing this?
At least,
I mean,
at
this shit should
least
happen
they
on
didn't-
Raw.
at least they didn't do the fucking title swap like they did that one time where they just took the belts and just, at least they didn't do that.
Maybe not name the titles after brands. Maybe one's the women's title
Same
and
time,
the
man.
other's the Divas title.
Or maybe, if you want to be smart about it, one's the Women's World Championship and one's the Universal Championship.
And then Roman Reigns can win them both, and they can give him an ugly
Okay,
ass
here we
belt.
go.
She's got 3 belts now.
One is the women's championship, and the other one is the bad bitch hardcore championship. The BBHT. Because only bad bitches can wear this belt.
Oh, that was
And you got to defend it 24/7 on Raw. The other one's on SmackDown. Or whatever. Just travel between the brands.
If they have to defend it 24/7, our troops going to end up winning it at some
Right.
point.
They had to.
I mean, the Sunny Kiss of WWE.
Oh, you know what? Why don't they just go ahead and make the unisex hardcore championship?
It's pretty much what this 24/7 title was.
Correct.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bring it back.
No.
But then again,
please don't bring
original-
it back.
The original hardcore title was unisex because Molly Holly won it. Pat
She did.
Patterson won it.
What are you trying to say?
Hey, Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe had a scientific match for that title.
I'm
A
sure
bra
they
and
did.
panties match.
Man, I heard they had a Balls Anywhere match. The finish
Speaking
was
of
in the
Raw
mouth.
Panties match, we had Lacey Evans versus
Wait,
Zelina Vega.
can
for a
you
Money in the Bank
imagine-
qualifying match?
Can you imagine paying $50 for the 1999 King of the Ring and fucking Pat Patterson's wrestling Gerald Briscoe in an evening gown match? That's what people paid for back in the 90s.
It was for the entertainment portion of it. I watched that match because I was waiting for Gerald Briscoe to hook him.
I mean, I spanked her once or twice to it, but whatever.
Wow. Lacey Evans is horrible. Yes, we know that.
She is. That's why she lost.
Yeah, Lacey Evans lost that match. Thank God.
And
In
fact, Lena Vega hit the code red and everything with Lacey.
They're putting over. I like how she came out and she was like, Rhea Ripley underestimated me, and we got the biggest pop in Puerto Rico. And I was like, ride off that momentum, baby. Ride off that momentum.
Hey, you ride that gravy train with biscuit wheels until they fall off.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So look, before we get any further, let's take a quick break. So, we can all get our P's and Q's. We'll be back in exactly 1 minute.
So we can take off our.
And we are back. So let's go ahead and get into this next segment here, Julian.
All right, so Zelina Vega wins. She is our first entrant into the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which is going to be on July 1st live.
From where?
London, England.
That means there's going to be some Chemical Julian signs in the audience.
Yeah, hey, if you're listen here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a watch along for that because that's my birthday.
We're going to the show.
If we're going to be doing a watch along, you're going to the show. Bring a sign that says "Shout out to Chemical Julian." Just do that for me. I want to see that. I want to see them.
I want you to get a poster, draw a picture of me. Let me pose.
Wow.
And then have the little cardboard arm doing like this. All through the show.
Yeah, we need
to get a Julian fat head.
Oh yeah,
Julian has a fat head.
Well,
I see the audience wave back and forth.
From what I've seen on his OnlyFans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of dummy, Tonight we had a really interesting match.
I enjoyed every bit of this.
I did too, actually.
But Montez was getting some boos.
Montez was getting a lot of boos.
All the boos.
That crowd was just as racist as Bad Blood is.
Wait a minute. How am I racist?
Do you like Bianca Belair?
As a wrestler? Yeah, I do. Did you realize?
Did you want her to lose her title?
Did you realize when she lost her championship, it's because she didn't do that dangerous move that she does to everybody else?
Wait, did you want her to lose her title? Exactly. Racist.
Wow.
Are you a fan of Jade Cargill?
Yeah, actually, yes, I am a fan of Jade Cargill.
Did you want her to lose her title?
Yeah, well,
no.
16. Goddamn, it's time for her to fucking drop that belt.
Racist.
Oh, no. I wanted her to go 1,000 days.
Are you a fan of Swerve Strickland?
I personally don't like Swerve Strickland.
Racist.
I like Montez Ford.
Shit anyways. Oh, so Montez Ford is just black enough for you.
No, he's one of the good ones.
One of the good
I don't
ones.
like
Hey.
Virgil.
Hey,
Or
He's
Puppet
not like the
Blood.
rest.
I can't
That-
stand Puppet Blood's bitch ass.
Bad Blood is that guy's like, I got a black friend. I'm not racist.
Yeah, I got a black friend. I got black kids.
He's
Julian's
a
my friend.
Rook is a professional wrestler.
Puppet Blood's my friend.
I don't like you.
You Puppet Blood. I love Awesome Kong.
I love her more as a person than I ever did as a
Kia-
wrestler.
Kia was the reason why me and my brother survived Japan. 3 black people in Japan was not an easy task at the dojo, and
She
I
hid them
love
under her
Awesome
boob.
Kong. And it's so funny because she lives in Compton. Well, she did for a while.
Yeah.
Compton.
Yeah.
When Crime Time used to come out, did you sing along to their theme song?
I was good friends with Shad, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get 1 black point for that.
Brooklyn.
You'll get a black point for
Why
that.
did I start the show out by saying yo yo yo? That's a
Yo,
tribute to,
yo.
my boys.
I know, because every time you say it, I'm like, grab a 40 and smack your homie.
It's crime time.
It's Roundtable.
I'm gonna do a voiceover. Yo yo yo, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast with your boy Sunday Sinner, the Chemical Man himself, Mr. Julian, and that one dude who sits in a chair and strokes himself, Shane,
Dusty?
Does
Big
he?
Penis Husky, and then your boy the Franchise.
Yeah, Awesome Kong carried that Impact Women's Division.
Yeah, she did.
Quite some time.
Awesome Kong was way ahead of her time, but I'm thankful for Gail. Gail Kim was great too.
Mhm.
She was fantastic.
Gail Kim, her and Tracy Brooks, little scamps that they are, stole my brother and I's tag team championships at this show we were doing up in Northern California.
Yeah. We're going to Extreme Dwarfinator Wrestling. Bad Blood loves the minis.
Loves them.
I
You know what?
fucking can't
You know, she,
stand any questions.
You know what,
Short
Julian?
Stack Samson?
You need to go. You need to get the results from this show and put them in the trivia this week.
Wow. I'm not playing trivia then.
We did all mini trivia. I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
it.
you guys on that. Anyway, so we had Montez Ford versus whom, Julian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy. LA Knight.
And it was it was actually a really good fucking match.
So it was a good match.
Finally getting the big push that he deserves. The stories that I've been hearing from backstage is that the powers that be are very high on LA Knight backstage.
So here's the thing. They start wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And really early on, Montez Ford hits LA Knight and the crowd boos. And then LA Knight hits him back and they cheer. Before that, they'd been chanting LA Knight and it started getting like louder and louder. So you can kind of look like they're like looking at the crowd like, okay, so they start doing the back and forth, get the crowd all into it. But this LA Knight surge has been going on for quite a while now.
It has been.
Like I said, at the Rumble, they were cheering for him. So,
and I like how the commentators put over the fact that he didn't get a match at Mania. He didn't get a match at Backlash. He's ready to stake his claim. And now we have LA Knight in the Money in the Bank.
Yep.
We forgot to mention this was a Money in the Bank qualifying match.
So LA Knight is going to be in there with Shinsuke and Ricochet.
Rick O'Shea. So far, you got a high flyer. You got a guy who's going to be a ground and pound guy. And then you got, who can do both of them.
Yeah, dummy.
Yeah.
So he was going to be like.
So here's a question for you, and this from a booker's perspective.
Okay.
How many hot storylines would you allow to go on at the same time before you feel that you're diluting the crowd or like splitting the attention?
Okay, so when I was booking shows, what I would do is I'd have a very hot main event storyline going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd have a very hot undercard storyline going on. I would always spread it out to where like, because I ran shows weekly, so it's like I had to have a good main event every week. I had to have a good opening match or a good secondary match every week. So if you split the storyline up that way, you can always have, like, let's say it's you versus Sinner in the mid card storyline. but then it's me and Shane
I only
in
work main events.
the main event storyline. Well, I would always be like, okay, me and Shane are gonna be in the main event this week, and then we're gonna have your storyline below build up so strong to where you can be the main event the next week, and you keep fluctuating back and forth. That way, the fans aren't getting burned out on the same shit over and over again. Because if you just have one main storyline on the show,
Mm-hmm.
that dilutes every other match below it.
Correct.
First of all, I only work main events, so don't put me in no mid-card program.
LA Knight, you know what? Hater, you're exactly correct. LA Knight has the look, the body of Vince can get behind. I wouldn't be surprised if he won Money in the Bank.
Only thing holding LA Knight back is his age, I think, in
He's
WWE.
35.
But in Vince's eyes, Vince is trying to move towards, we need young talent. We need Jack Rock Hard young talent.
Then why is Roman Reigns like in his 40s?
That will sign NDAs. Because Roman Reigns got established early. Remember there was that initiative put out by Vince not that long ago to not hire anyone over 25.
But there was also the rumor that they were only given there was a rumor that they were only given the push to homegrown talent, but if they had like an indie darling, they would tear them down and build them back up.
Which they've done with
LA Knight. We see all the time.
Right.
I think with LA Knight,
they should have kept him as Max Dupree.
It seems like they're giving him the slow burn, like they're just not trying to introduce him too fast or too quick, because they want it to actually get real traction and not be a flash in the pan.
Right.
And I can
the problem
appreciate
with that slow build is that he is so over with the crowd organically.
Yep.
And has been since his debut. I mean, you brought him at fucking WrestleMania, like what was it, last year? He came out and fucking was like, I'm LA Knight. And I will be debuting.
He was over in Impact. I mean,
oh yeah,
the dude's not like
championship wrestler from Hollywood. He was over too.
Santino Brothers Wrestling School.
Yeah, I mean, Sean, he used to be a UPW back in the day.
Yeah,
he was over in the NWA. I mean, not Tyrus over, but he was over.
Oh yeah, but, nobody's Tyrus over. Or no one's over Tyrus. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, the last person to get over naturally, organically, was Sami Zayn. And we saw how WWE fumbled that, and now he's just another face in the crowd.
I mean, he's like the unified tag team champion, but
But he's still like, no one's clamoring to see Sami Zayn now, like they were back. Well, it's not like
I get what you mean.
It's not like it was back in January when he was white hot coming out the Royal Rumble. It has slowly sizzled ever since then.
Aside from the fact that he's Muslim and he came out in Jeddah to such a huge pop, he gets a huge pop wherever he goes. He came out to a huge pop on Raw in New York. And I forget what the city they were. The dude is over, and he's over. Yes, momentum.
But he's not as over as he was just a few months ago.
That's not because of him per se.
No,
that's because of the storyline he was in.
Exactly, but that's the thing because WWE let him fizzle. He was in a white hot storyline, and instead of keeping the momentum going to keep building him, they let him fizzle because they wanted to put the focus on Roman Reigns. I could see the same thing happening with LA Knight if they wait too long.
I don't think they let him fizzle. I just think that the feud logically had to come to an impasse.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I'm not going to say a standstill or an end. It had to come to an impasse where, okay, nobody wants to see the Usos versus Sami and KO anymore. We just had Sami and KO versus Roman and Solo, and that match was really just a transition, the Usos versus Solo and Roman.
Right.
Which I find funny that they use the tag team champions to transition to a non-championship match.
And that there is my point.
And so it's it kind of, but it does still leave in the future open what I believe for Sammy and Roman to come to butt heads later on in the future. And you can't. I mean, how many times did we see the Usos wrestle the New Day? You know, there's some
right back,
storylines
guys.
that kind of you have to know when to pause it and when to continue. So they paused it. I don't think they ended it. They paused it, and with the brand split, which doesn't mean shit, they're just going to move on, have these two groups move on and do other stuff, and then they're probably going to converge again at some other point. But however, Sammy still gets a good pop, man. I can't, he still gets a good pop when he comes out.
Oh my God. I just read something that would piss Bad Blood off. Yeah, he does get a good pop still. I agree.
I'd much rather him be Intercontinental Champion again like he was.
Yeah.
Conspiracy dude. But,
he doesn't have the same sizzle as he had a few months ago. And with LA Knight, you have to strike at a certain time or else it's just doomed. It's like,
sure.
So I mean, Sammy's still over, but could he be more over if they would have struck when the iron was hot? I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we heard the reaction LA Knight got at the press conference in Saudi Arabia.
You know what? As far as timing goes, I mean, going into Mania, so there's a couple things. They wanted Roman to get to 1,000 days, and they wanted Roman to go into Mania as champion. If Sammy had won the belt off of Roman at Elimination Chamber, it would have been too early, but it still would have been hot. It would have been real hot.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if they did the Dusty finish,
right,
and had Sammy beat Roman, and then like shenanigans, no, restart the match, and Roman retain. But they wanted to say that he had the belt for 1,000 days. So,
I mean, I would have just liked to have seen the pop if people thought Sammy won.
Dude, that place would have fucking exploded.
Exactly.
People would have passed out from the lack of oxygen.
It would have been. It would have been one of those moments that we've seen in highlights for years to come.
Yeah.
Even if it only lasted for a few seconds, and the referee was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." Roman had his foot under the rope. I just realized that.
Correct.
It would have been huge. So, but he had to get to his 1,000 days. But I would love to see LA Knight win the Money in the Bank. I don't see him, if he does win it, I don't see him taking the title off of Roman.
Yep.
So I think if he did win it, it would be, he would have to take it off of Seth Rollins. And I could see maybe at, Survivor Series, give Seth a nice little run with it and have him take the title off Rollins in Survivor Series.
Title versus title.
I was talking about LA Knight. Have him cash in and take the title off Rollins as Survivor Series.
Do you think they would give Rollins such a short run?
I mean, Survivor Series ain't until November. That's not really a short run in today's standards.
Yeah. So,
I mean, because up until Roman, how long do people really hold the title? Not long.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but with it being the newly reactivated World Heavyweight Championship, I wonder if they're going to try and give someone like 300 days or give someone like a legacy.
I don't think so.
Instead of running a hot potato with it.
Probably not. I mean, because you got to think when they brought the world title and gave it to Triple H. Yeah. They did that in right after SummerSlam.
Yep.
And then he lost it to Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series. So, they don't care about legacies. They just want the flavor of the month.
What are you trying to say?
They just like the flavor of the month.
I think you got the fever for the flavor. I think you got the fever for the flavor.
I mean, I don't like Ricochet ain't gonna win Money in the Bank.
Correct.
Who else is in Money in the Bank so far?
Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ and LA Knight.
I don't see them giving it to Shinsuke.
When we do the scorecard for Money in the Bank, besides who the winner is, I'm looking for what the category is going to be for the extra points. So first one's going to be like who goes through a ladder first.
Will a ladder be used?
And I'm trying to think like who runs up a ladder first.
Oh, Ricochet.
Or who gets stretcher jobbed out. Something
Dude,
like that.
The scariest bump I've ever seen in Money in the Bank is when Ric Flair took that suplex off the ladder at 22, at Mania 22.
No,
it landed right on his leg.
It was when Johnny Nitro. No, not Johnny Nitro. His partner.
Mercury. But that wasn't a Money in the Bank. That was a tag match.
Yeah, ladder match. But
Hardy's and that was brutal.
So there was also that match where Shelton went off the top of a ladder and down through another ladder, and they just carted him off, and he was gone the rest of the night. But yeah, Shelton Benjamin. So who's going to run up a ladder first? He's like the human highlight reel for ladder matches.
I'd like to see Shelton or Cedric in the match.
Shelty B, that's right.
Shelty B. Put Omos in Money in the Bank, Ultimate Hater said.
Ultimate Hater? Tell you, man. From your lips to God's ears. We want to see Omos go ahead and win Money in the Bank and go cruise right up into Mania.
Wait, but if Omos wins Money in the Bank, do you think he'll send people emails offering them a share? Offering them a share of the Money in the Bank.
Title with you for the low cost of.
All I need is your banking and routing number and you to pay the fees.
Hell yeah.
I'm down, bro. Okay. So yeah, SmackDown is pretty good, but we do gotta head out of here. We got some things going on. So we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. We will definitely talk more about this, I'm sure, on Monday night. But we're going to wrap things up. I think Bad Blood's out. So for Chemical Julian, I am Sunday Sinner. Big in the UK, Chemical Julian. I'm Sunday Sinner for Bad Blood.
Don't turn on your own blood in the bloodline.
Don't turn on your own blood. Have